14 years ago, Cliff Meidl was struck by 30,000 volts of electricity that should have killed him. Today, he's holding his head higher than ever before because the spirit to survive is what makes this Olympic athlete such a champion. Take a look, will you?
The fulfillment that I get from kayaking is being with nature, and I get really spiritual being out there. A lot of times, I take some special moments and really think to myself that I'm really lucky that I've gotten through what I've gone through. In 1986, when I was 20 years old, I was in a severe accident. I was electrocuted on a job site. I was using a jackhammer and I had pierced through 3 high-tension wires that were in the ground. And by the time the circuit breakers had shut off, I was electrocuted by about 30,000 volts. That was 5 times greater than they use in the electric chair. They said that I was dead for probably about 2 minutes or so, and then the paramedics had come and done the CPR, and throughout the day I had a couple of more cardiac arrests. Most of the damage was done to my knees. They were really concerned that the damages were so severe to the legs that they might have to amputate my legs. My parents were very adamant about not having that done. I ended up finding this doctor at UCLA. He was able to perform this type of surgery where he removed the calf muscle on both of my legs and he brought it up to the areas that were burned away. And at that time the objective was to save the legs. I went through about 13 or 14 surgeries. One of the most difficult things for me was to learn how to walk again. Just walking on those parallel bars 5 feet was a huge thing for me. It was a giant hurdle for me to get over. I was very proud of myself getting through those things, and I think that gave me a lot of strength. And then I started reaching for more goals and more goals. I had to work harder and harder. My spirit got larger and larger, and then I developed confidence within my spirit. Prior to the accident, I was doing some canoe paddling. So in 1987, I decided to join back since I knew I can't run. I thought I'd maybe get into canoeing. And then after years of competitive canoeing and things, that's when I started getting into flatwater kayak racing. And that's how I finally became an Olympian. It was just a miracle that I survived my accident. And as time went on, I made my first Olympics and then my second Olympics. And I think the icing on the cake for me and the best thing that ever happened to me was to be able to carry the flag in the Olympics. That showed not only that I have honor and recognition from my peers in the U.S. delegation, but also from myself. I was so proud to be able to do that, and that was definitely the highlight of my life. I believe, God wanted me here for a reason. I think a lot of it has to do with your spirit really wanting to live. What I like people to see in me when they hear about my story, I hope that they can look at themselves and get inspiration. And you can get through anything. If you really put your heart to it and you really want to survive, anybody can do it.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back. That is inspirational.